Hello, good morning. Hello, my people. Good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in this morning again to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojuela for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode, I want us to talk about our abilities, especially to the choices that we make. Let me just go straight to it. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Our abilities doesn't necessarily show what we truly are. It is our choices that shows what we are made of. Our abilities do not necessarily show what we truly are. It is our choices that show what we are truly made of. That is what I want us to think about. I want that particular statement to sink in for a moment. Just take some few seconds to think about what I just said. Our abilities, that is our talents, our skills, the things that we are naturally good at, are often what people see first when they look at us. They are the things that might earn us admiration, respect, or even the envy of some people. But do these abilities really define who we are? Do they truly capture the essence of our character, of our values, of our integrity? I will argue that they don't. What really defines us, what truly reveals our character, are the choices we make every single day. The choices we make when no one is watching, when there is no audience to impress, when no accolades to be won. Those are the choices that show what we are made of. Let us just talk about this for a bit. We live in a world that often celebrates ability over character. We idolize the athletes with incredible physical talent, the entrepreneurs with sharp business acumen, the artists with extraordinary creativity. And see, there is nothing wrong with admiring these abilities. After all, they represent years of hard work, years of dedication and passion. But we must remember that ability in itself is not a measure of who someone truly is. It is just one part of the equation. You need to consider this. You could be the most talented person in your field, but if your choices are not driven by selflessness, if your choices, let me say this, let me flip it a little. If your choices are driven by selfishness, are driven by dishonesty, are driven by a lack of integrity, those abilities mean very little in the grand scheme of things. On the other hand, you might not be the most naturally gifted person, but if you consistently make choices that reflect fairness, hard work, commitment, kindness, discipline to doing what is right, you will be remembered far more for your character than your abilities. Let's think about the kinds of choices that truly define us. First, there are choices that are the choices we make in moments of challenge, all right? When we are faced with adversity, when things don't go our way, when we are pushed to our limits, there are the moments, these particular moments reveal our true character. Do we give up or do we push through? Do we compromise our values or do we stand firm? Do we take the easy way out or do we do what is right? Even when it's very hard, even when the odds are against us, do we stand for our values, for what we truly believe in? See, these are moments that matter because they show us who we really are. They strip away the facade, all right, the facade of ability, and they get to the heart of what we are truly made of. Here's the thing. Every single one of us has this moment. No matter how talented, no matter how skilled or accomplished we are, we all face challenges that test our character. And it is in these moments that our true selves are revealed. Another kind of choice that defines us is the choice of how we treat other people. This might seem like a simple thing, but it is incredibly powerful. How do we treat the people around us? Do we treat them with kindness? Do we treat them with respect, with empathy? Or do we use our abilities as a way to dominate, to belittle, to control them? You see, it's easy to be kind when everything is going your way, when we are successful, and when people are treating us with admiration. It is easy. But what about when we are under pressure? All right, what about when we are tired, stressed, and frustrated? What about when someone wrongs us, or when we are dealing with difficult people? See, the way we choose to treat other people in these moments speaks volume about who we really are. We all have the ability to be kind, all right? We all have the ability to be compassionate, to be generous. But the choice to actually be those things, especially when it is not easy, is what sets us apart. It is what makes us not just capable people, but good people. There's also the choice of how we use our abilities. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do that thing. This is where discernment and discipline comes into play. Our abilities gives us power, but it is our choice that determine how we use that power. Do we use it to lift others up? Or do we use it to serve our own interests? Do we use it to create, to build, to contribute to the society in a positive way? Or do we use it to manipulate, to take advantage, to amass material wealth, or to tear down? See, the choice of how we use our abilities is perhaps one of the most revealing and telling aspects of our character. It's easy to be seduced by the glitz and the glamour and the allure of success, but by the temptation to take shortcuts, to step on other people to get ahead. But true strength, true character lies in resisting those temptations and choosing to use our abilities for good. Now, I'm not saying that abilities don't matter. Don't misunderstand me. Of course, abilities matter. The abilities are the tools we use to move around this world, to achieve our goals, to make our mark on life. But they are just that. They are just tools. And like any other tool that you have out there, it is how you use those tools that matters. A hammer can be used to build a house or to destroy it. The choice is always going to be with you. Take a moment to think about great people in history, from Nelson Mandela, great people. Like, they show extraordinary ability, they have intelligence, they have leadership, but what truly made them great was not just their ability, it was their choices. It was the choices that they make, the choice to forgive rather than to seek revenge, the choice to work for peace rather than to sow division, the choice to stand up for justice even when it came at a great cost. Do you understand me? So it's important that you know that, see, you need to think about the choices that we make in our everyday lives. The choice to stay late at work to help a colleague even when we are tired. The choice to speak up against something that we know is wrong even when it is unpopular. The choice to forgive someone who hurts us even when it would be easier to hold a grudge. These are the choices that define who we are, that shows what we are made of. In this world that often values ability over character, it is important to remember that true measure of a person is not what they can do, but what they choose to do. See, our abilities might open doors for us, but it is our choices that determine which ones we walk through and how we walk through them. I want to encourage you today. Take a look at your own life. Are the choices you are making every day, are they reflective of the person you want to be? Are they in alignment with your values, with the kind of legacy you want to leave behind? It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of success, to focus so much on what we are achieving that we forget who we are becoming in the process. But at the end of the day, it is not your abilities that people will really remember. It is your choices. It is the way you made them feel, the way you treated them, the example you set for them. It is the integrity you showed in difficult times, the kindness you extended when it doesn't and it wasn't deserved, the courage you displayed when it would have been easier to back down. So as we go today, let me say this to you. The next time you are faced with a decision, big or small, take a moment to reflect on what that choice says about you. Ask yourself, is this a reflection of the person I want to be? Is this a choice in alignment with my values? Does this choice show what I'm truly made of? Thank you.